2, I accidentally pushed stop instead of pause. So we're going to have 2 videos to make the bean burgers. If you are watching this and you haven't watched the other one, watch the first video so you can have all the ingredients. Right now where we're at is we have taken in our food processor, we have a mix of a cup of pinto and kidney beans along with half a cup of lentils. We have paprika, salt, cocoa powder, garlic powder, Italian herbs, and we are going to add in our onions and peppers that are sauteing right here, and also we're going to put an egg in just a few minutes. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take these onions and peppers nice and hot. We're just going to add them right in. I'm going to do the magic with the spatula, and it's okay if a little bit of that oil gets in there because you need a little bit of something because my beans are dry, they are not wet. I cooked them a couple days ago and had them sitting in the fridge. If you cook them right away and they're still really wet and you want to dry them out quick, the best tip is to take a cookie sheet, put some parchment paper down, put out a single layer of your beans, stick them in the oven at like 250, tops 300, and let them dry out just a little bit before you put them in. Too wet and your burgers will be like all mushy and gross. Okay, so we have all of these fabulous ingredients right here, and I'm going to pulse. And then I'm going to continue doing that until I've got this pretty good and mixed up. Now, if you like a really good chunky burger, that's fine. You don't have to put it in the processor. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add some whole beans after I've ground this up. I'm going to go ahead and add my egg. I think that little bit of liquid would be helpful. Now, I lucked out and got some fresh eggs. And they're all different. It's so cool. See? They all look different. I think we're going to go for this little speckled guy right here. If you want to make this vegan and you don't want to use an egg, you can use a flax egg. That's where you take ground flaxseed, add water, and let it sit to and it becomes kind of gelatinous, and that becomes your glue. Because that's the purpose of the egg, is to be your glue for your burgers. You want everything to stick together. You don't really want it falling apart. So I just kind of mix this in here, and I'm going to continue pulsing. I'm going to pause you and pulse. Okay, so I've pulsed everything, and now we have this, it's just a bean mixture. I'm going to turn the light on for you so you can see. See, like, looks like mush. That's okay. That's what we're looking for. So you're going to get your mush out. I know, that sounds terrible, doesn't it? But it's kind of what it looks like. But you know, some things that taste really good in the middle stages of cooking them, they don't look so good. But that's okay. So we're going to take this that we have here. Now, here's another thing. If you want to add vegetables in there, you want to throw some cooked carrots, you can pretty much improvise and add whatever you want to in this pureed part. Now, what I want to do is I want to make a thick, chunky burger. So I have that, remember that cup of, the cup of beans I had? I'm going to pour that into the mixture. So that's beans and kidney beans, lentils, and pinto beans that I've got mixed in. You can use any beans that you want to. You can add chickpeas, you can add corn. You can pretty much add whatever you want to make it have some chunkiness in your burgers. I've also got my flax. This is where I'm going to add my flax in. Now what you're going to start to see is that flax and that egg together. As I mix this in, it starts becoming not so runny. Okay? Now, this is where my oats come in. I've seen a lot of people who want to do oats, just whole oats. I really like to grind about 3/4 of the oats that I use and then add whole oats into that. It acts like a really good flour, gives you more consistency and texture when you're eating your burger. It actually feels like you're eating meat in your mouth, you know. Oh yeah, these look great already. You're going to see the difference right here. Just adding in this ground. See, it's already getting to where it's going to be able to form patties. So, I'm going to mix that up. Alright, so I've mixed everything up. And this is what it looks like. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you a cool trick. Here's my cool trick. Take 2 spoons. I hate getting my fingers all nasty. So, take 2 spoons. Scoop one up. And just kind of make it sort of what you want, because it's pretty thick. It'll stick together however big you want it, just so you don't have to touch it on your hands. And then what I've done is I have taken mixed oats, mixed flaxseed, and some chili powder and made a flour. And I'm going to put my burger here, okay, and turn it over. See, I'm going to bread it. See if I can get the angle right. Okay, now once I've done that, I have a patty that I can, with my hands, they don't get all gross and sticky. Makes it stick together. You can kind of see, thumbs and fingers, and you can make it a nice even patty however you want it. You want it thin, you want it skinny. Alright, so this is it. Here's my patty. Now we're going to take it. I've got my saute pan on medium low with some olive oil. Just going to swirl it around a little bit, and I'm going to turn that up to medium. We're just going to let that cook. And so I'm going to let it cook for a few minutes, and I'll be back. Okay, so I turned the heat up. You see you got a little sizzle going on here. That's good. We want that. It's not going to burn really quickly. What's going to happen is you're going to get this nice crispy outside. So good. These are going to be really delicious. I'm really looking forward to it. It's kind of got the Mexican flair to it as far as using the chili powder. Oh, I meant to tell you, little side note. If you'd like to add cumin or pepper flakes or really any kind of herbs or spices that you like, say you don't really like the chili powder version, you can do garlic and onion. You can do pretty much anything you want to as long as you're willing to try something new. Use the beans as your base and add stuff in. Oh yeah, it's starting to, I'm going to flip here. We're going to flip this over. See that? See that? That's beautiful. I do that so it doesn't stick. The swirl around. Looks fancy, I know. Not really. I'm really glad you guys have taken the time to watch this video. In just a minute, this will be cooked and ready to be topped on a salad or as a burger with some cheese, or a slice of sliced avocado would be delicious with a little spicy ranch. You know, the possibilities are really limitless as long as you're willing to use your imagination. We will finish up and plate up in just a moment. One more thing I forgot to tell you. So you can take and do what I did. You can make your patty and then bread it and then wrap it up in, well, you can just put it in a Ziploc bag and stick it in the freezer. And then when it's time to eat, you pull it out. It's ready to go. You don't have any of this crazy prep stuff to do. It's already ready already. So I'm making this one, and then after I turn off this video, I'm going to make a bunch of patties for this next week because I'm vegetarian for 9 days doing a detox. So I'm going to have me a veggie burger at least once a day. But I'm going to freeze them, put them in the freezer. They're easy, they store. Awesome. So this is almost finished up here. I like mine really nice and brown. So I'm going to let it cook a little bit longer. But it's perfectly ready to eat right now. So I'm going to decide what I'm going to put mine on because I didn't think that far. I just wanted to give you the veggie burger. So that's the veggie burger. Here's the taste test. You see that? Looks really good. I really love using the fresh onions and peppers in it. It just takes it to a whole nother level. Alright, you guys enjoy your bean burgers. Have a nice day.